In terms of Bangladesh, it's a very small country to start with, lying between India and Myanmar. A lot of population, it's 170 million. We are probably the most densely populated country in the world. I was actively involved in the development finance space. So I worked in the largest development bank of the country for the last 20 years. So the main agenda for me was to start with to look into the energy and infrastructure area of the country, area that the country was severely lacking at that point in time, and it still has a lot of growth opportunities in the coming years. So that's where I started looking into the first IPP project in the country, the first project in the port sector, the first telecommunication project, the first satellite earth station project, or the first fiber optic backbone. So I was lucky to be involved in all those projects in my capacity as a financier. So that's how I started in 2003 with my company. Over the years, I moved on more on the climate finance area as well. So we did quite a very large off-grid electrification program, access to energy program, which gave access to energy to more than 20 million people of my country. So some of these programs, for example, one in particular I would like to highlight, our solar home system program, using which we actually gave clean energy to 18 million people in our country. So it's about 12% of the country's entire population. So one of the largest off-grid program in the world. So I did a few other things in terms of improved cooking stoves. I had working experience in disseminating agro sector irrigation energy through renewable energy. I did a little bit of consulting. I started the advisory unit of the company back in 2012, and we now actually have an office in Malawi. So we have expanded our advisory experience mostly in the energy and clean tech side in quite a few African countries. I did policy work in renewable energy in public-private partnership. I'm an advisor to the public-private partnership office of the country. I did a little bit of coaching as well. So I love teaching. So mostly short-term though. So I taught and trained 1,500 bankers, mostly on project finance, financial modeling, renewable energy finance, both home and quite a few emerging economies in the world. Well, I do not work. I'm also a chef myself, so I love cooking. So and I am a hobby potter and a proud father of 2 children. I think the best choice that I made is in terms of choosing this particular degree program where I am in. It is the MCMC MPA program. So this program brings in people with experiences. So these are mature people. So they are although the admission process says 7 years, so I understand that on an average, they have like 15-year plus working experiences. The Kennedy School has so many great offers in terms of the professors that we have. It's amazing. I've taken a few courses. I mean, I'm loving like all of those. And all the professors, they come with so much of expertise, life values. And the best part of this is they're like so open and caring to the students. So it's amazing. I mean, I had my MBA in the past, so it was a very different experience. But here at the Kennedy School, I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm also trying to work a little bit with the centers. So I signed a research assistant position with the Ash Center here. So which interestingly currently doing energy policy work directly provided by the Prime Minister of Bangladesh herself to the Ash Center. So that is allowing me to work on the climate policy framework development of the country and presenting to the Prime Minister herself sometime next year. So I'm very, very excited about this piece of work as well. I really want to be the energy advisor of the Prime Minister. And that is one entry which is open to private sector professionals. Usually the politics is here in our country, it's like it's bottom up, so it has to be from the ground. But being an advising capacity, which the Prime Minister recently created, so for economic advisor or energy advisor, all of them are professionals. In fact, the founding director of the Ash Center is now the foreign advisor of the Prime Minister. I don't know if you know him, Mr. Gauhar Rizvi. He was the founding director of the Ash Center here at Harvard. So there are also a few advisors who had exposure with Harvard. So I would really like to see myself there so that I could like add better value, being close to the leadership and implement policies that which I believe the country could be benefited from. But for that, I think I would need more global experience. I would need to see the world in different lenses, not just a purely local-based experience, despite my limited consulting experience overseas. So I'd really like to reach out more, have more learning experience from my relevant areas so that in the long term, I can go back, place myself in the right position and contribute in a better way.